This is the biggest reason why your business might not be getting the attention that it's looking for. The biggest mistake that I have seen on all the brands that I work with, which is many of them, hundreds, thousands by now, is that they are creating content that actually creates misunderstandings. So the mistake, doctors, founders of software companies, financial advisors, and other technical niches, it's easy to get too technical for your target, and you forget that your audience doesn't understand what you're talking about. It happens to me many times, and I have to bring it down. And this is something that I've done over the years. I can tell you a little story about my father. My father wrote a book. This book has sold millions of copies. It's in Spanish, in English, and in many other languages. And The Power of Your Metabolism. This book was so powerful. The way that he communicated was so incredible that they started calling him the rice and beans doctor. He wasn't a doctor, and he would tell you in his book, I'm not a doctor. I'm somebody that struggled with these weight loss problems, and I decided to take over that content, that education, because I need to do something about myself so I can then help other people as well. But the way that he explained the subject was so simple to understand that his content took off, and he became basically the largest, most followed health educator on the planet across Latin America, with 52 million followers to date. So what made him so special? He was a special individual. He passed away in 2021. He was special. He did special things throughout his life. But the thing that made him more special in the social media world was his ability to explain things in simple terms. Take a subject that doctors explain in complicated ways that nobody understands with laboratory tests and all these complicated things, and explain it in simple to digest ways that anybody could understand. And this is what you gotta apply when it comes to your content so you can start creating an impact and start reaching more and more people. The more people will understand you, the more they will engage, the more they will interact with you, the more they will eventually buy whatever you're trying to sell them. So, speak their language. Here's a few examples. Your audience doesn't say hormonal dysregulation. Your audience might say, I'm exhausted all the time. I'm always tired. Your audience doesn't say predictive workflow automation. You start looking at those words and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna walk away or maybe go watch another TikTok video that doesn't create this phenomenon on me. They say, my team is overwhelmed. Use their words, don't use yours. You might feel like if you don't use all these complicated words like this, you're not gonna come across as like this intelligent person. Oh, there's all these misunderstandings about it, right? Like I have to use language that shows that I know what I'm talking about. That is a mistake. You have to talk their language. You gotta talk your audience's language. Think about it for a second. Have you ever started reading a book, whatever that is, science fiction or science or mathematics or, I don't know, motivational, and you don't understand what he's talking about or she's talking about, and you immediately lose interest in that book? Basically, this is the same phenomena when it comes to your content. If you start saying words from the beginning that they don't know what they are, for example, predictive workflow automation, hormonal dysregulation, and so on, that is the end of the journey. They're going to swipe up and move on to the next piece of content. Something for you to always keep in mind is using their words. Very, very important. So how to find their language? This is what you do. You look at comments on your post. You look at direct messages and emails, sales calls, reviews. Today, in this day and era, especially if you have a call center, you have a business, this thing right here is gold because you can actually be recording phone calls and listen to what your people are talking about. Even better than that, when you record these conversations, like using technology like Go High Level or Ring Central or whatever it is that you're using to have conversations with prospects, you can take those conversations and dump them into tools like AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, you name it, and it will help you really figure out what is that language that these people are using to communicate about their problems, about their concerns, about the problems that you're solving with your products and services. And you want to give that back to them during their content. Don't go down a dark path that nobody understands except you and maybe your wife or your husband, because you talk about it all the time, right? Something very important. You will see it on your reviews. You will see it on platforms like Reddit and forums and public forums. You're going to see it all over the place. That's what your audience speaks, and you need to stick to that content. You write down exactly those phrases. That is your content gold right there. Take your technical topic, then ask yourself, how would my customers say this? How would they say this? How exactly can I communicate in a way that on the first 5 seconds or 10 seconds, it captures their attention and I don't lose them right away? You want to rewrite all content that you're doing in your customers, in your prospects' own words. Example, on the medical practice, we're talking to doctors, chiropractors, scientists, PhDs, molecular biologists, you name it. All these people that have very, very sophisticated educations, that have all these doctorate degrees, that have used a lot of study over the years and studied tomes and tomes of books and materials and encyclopedias. You gotta use a process like this to bring it all down in a digestible way, because what you know, almost nobody knows. Industry language, hormonal dysregulation, patient language. I'm exhausted all the time. Everybody understands that. Almost nobody understands this. You see the difference? Better content title. Why you're tired even when your labs look normal. So now we have a content that communicates to the regular human being, which at the end of the day, that is who you're trying to reach with your content. Remember, social media is full of 90% of the adult population in the United States, 80% worldwide, and this is where they actually engage day in and day out. So if you want to get through to the right people, you got to put a process in place like that eliminates all these things from your vocabulary. And let's say, because my dad did this all the time, and myself, when I've been doing content for a decade already, let's say that you have to use a word like hormonal. You have to use that word because there's no other way to explain it. Well, when you have to use complicated words like that, you have to define them every single time. And don't assume that if somebody watched your earlier video, that they already know it and you don't have to explain it again. My father, Frank Suarez, he created a lot of content around the subject of metabolism. So much so that his channel was called Metabolismo TV. That is his life. The book was El Poder del Metabolismo, the power of your metabolism. So that was a big word for him. He did thousands of episodes on the subject. You know what he would still do all the time? He would define the word metabolism. Consistently define that word. And he would never assume that his audience knew the definition of that word. And by doing so, he became a superstar because nobody was ever left behind. Whenever he used a word that he had this possible idea that somebody else did not understand, he would immediately clarify that all the time. And that was part of his power and his magic. They ask me, people come to me and they say, I want to be the next Frank Suarez. I want to be the next this person or that person. Well, the number one thing that you have to do to be able to get to that level of superstar status, like he was able to get to, is to be able to communicate in a way that speaks to everybody, not just to people that understand your subject. So examples, let's say, for example, you have a software company. I have many clients that have software companies that I talk to them and I consider myself a very intelligent person. And I'm like, I don't know what you're selling. I still don't know how you can help me solve my problems. And I happen to be smart. Well, let's see. Industry language, like we talked about. Predictive workflow automation. Okay, got it. Those are they sound interesting. They sound intelligent, right? They still don't tell me what the heck are you going to help me with exactly. Well, instead of that, the customer has a language. My team is overwhelmed. I got too much going on. Like, I don't know how to get production done without feeling that I'm drowning. That's the customer language. This is what you need to resolve. Well, here's a better content title. Stop wasting 10 hours plus on admin task. Okay, so that's telling me something. Now I can actually work on, if I use the software, I can probably work more on being a CEO, being a president, running the company, running my people, building new products, building new technology, whatever that may be, instead of doing admin tasks. So you see, predictive workflow has become something completely different. Now I'm in the financial aspect. Here's one example on the subject of finances. There's a lot of people, I know great friends that are so knowledgeable in the world of finances. But when you sit down with them, you walk out feeling dumber than you did before you talked to them. Because like you're confused with all these words and language and concepts and ideas, and it doesn't really work. You want to really impinge, you want to get clients, you got to apply this and you're going to start seeing your content really, really take off. Here's the example. The industry language, if you're a finance specialist, tax efficient asset allocation. Well, it maybe communicates to you, but to the regular audience, okay, I am clueless, I'm lost. What are you talking about? Well, let's break it down. What is a client language? I feel like I'm losing too much to taxes. Okay, yeah, absolutely. The government takes a large percentage of your taxes, and you don't know what you don't know. So if you had more information, maybe, just maybe, you can keep a little more in your pocket and take advantage of some of the opportunities in a legal way. So you can actually pay less taxes and build a better future. That communicates. Well, what would be a better content title in this example here? How to keep more of what you earn. So do you want to learn about tax efficient asset allocation? Or do you want to learn how to keep more of what you earn? You see the difference here? It's so important because here's what happens. If you don't focus on something like this, the attention span today is about 5 seconds. 10 years ago, it was about 8 seconds. The more content gets put out there on social media and on the internet, the less attention span, because the easier for somebody is to move to the next piece of content. It's as simple as that. It's just a law of supply and demand at scale. So you got to keep in mind that you only have a few seconds for somebody to be interested in your content. If you go down this path, they're gone. They're moving on to the next one. If you stay on this path over here, you're going to get a lot of people to watch that content. Because I want to learn, I can tell you, I want to learn how to keep more of my money in my pocket instead of giving it to Uncle Sam. Wouldn't you like to learn that? Very valuable, right? It depends on how you communicate, whether you get them to stick around and consume your content and engage. It's a beautiful thing. You can use AI as a language filter. Before you publish, you can ask, rewrite this using everyday language. As simple as that. And I'm oversimplifying the use of AI with this because AI can help you in so many ways to really understand how your audience, your prospects, talk every single day. And you can use it to rewrite things and recreate scripts that otherwise are going to let people into this dark alley of confusion. Or you can say something like, rewrite this the way a frustrated customer would say it. Give that a try, and you'll see how incredible it will be for you. It's going to give you results that are going to help you now get in front of that camera and deliver a very powerful message that gets engagement and gets attention. If it sounds human, you're getting a little closer. So the engagement check, before you post, you're going to ask yourself, does this sound like my customer or does this sound like my industry? You literally have to stop for a second, forget everything that you know, and ask yourself that question. Does that sound like my customer or does it sound like my industry? If it sounds like the industry, you got to get back to the drawing board and get that content fixed. It's not going to help. It's only going to hurt your brand. If it sounds like your industry, you have a winner. I'll repeat that. If it sounds like your customer, you have a winner. And that's what you want to publish. Only things that sound like a customer. That's how you're going to be able to impact. So the bottom line is this. Technical expertise, basically what you know about, whether that's taxes, finances, real estate, whether that's like marketing or business or commercial, or whether that's like designing and fashion, and it doesn't really matter. Investing, stock market, all these world of knowledge that you possess, that you have acquired over the years of experience and study and learning and practice, if it's actually a knowledge that you've worked really hard to acquire, you still have to, like they say, dumb it down. Bring it down to the everyday audience. And sometimes those people eventually become very educated, and now you can talk to them in more educated ways. But it's all part of that journey. Speaking their language builds engagement. It's going to help you get more connected with people, and it's going to help you generate more sales, more prospects, more leads, and overall, more growth for your company.